Hi everyone, Sam Wenzel here from Sam's Woodland Tours, and today I came out here, I had a little help, and I set up my convertible wedge tent. There's a few other videos on my channel on this particular tent, but I set it up with the intention of doing as much winter camping as possible, or sorry, as much winter camping as I can do this winter. So hoping to come out here even if I have to work the next day, if I have clients that I'm seeing. If it all lines up, what I'll do is after work each night or whenever I can, come back and I'll have the tent set up and I can get up the next morning, do what I've got to do, and head back out. So that's kind of the hope that I have here. For now, at the very least, I'm going to use the tent. Good way to start off. And I also am kind of excited to use this tent more in the winter time. Haven't had it out that much in the winter yet, so I'm kind of hoping to figure out what it is I need to have, anything I may want to add. Now, as you can see, I've got a green, just a cheap tarp I picked up at a hardware store. Has a little bit of a ground cloth in there. But where this tent kind of goes in line with the 18th and even 19th century classic camping that I like to do, what I'll be doing is I'll be adding more historically accurate equipment to this, including ground sheet and all that stuff. I will do a video on bed rolls a little later on, specifically, both modern and mixed or even traditional. So stay tuned for that. Now, I don't plan on leaving this tent out all winter. Of course, when I'm here, I can make sure that the extra rope and the tent pegs are secure and make sure that nothing's going to fall on it or it's not going to fall over. Now, if there are any storms or anything like that forecasted, either I'm going to stay out in it or I'm going to pull it. If I stay out in it, I feel a little bit better about it because I'm here to basically make sure that it doesn't get wrecked. But if anything too bad happens, I can pull it, of course. However, the other thing about this particular plan of mine is that I'm kind of hoping to, as the season goes on, to build a semi-permanent structure for camping. So either some form of lean-to, double wall lean-to, that sort of thing, with reflector wall, something that I can leave here and it's not something that was sewn, and if it falls over I'm not too worried about. This particular site was the home of a wickiup that my father and I built with just our hands and tomahawks back in 2014. So yeah, actually not much left over from it, just the fire pit, and I've got some of the poles stacked up behind me to the left of the tent over here. But basically I plan on just doing that type of thing here again, and I can have it so, like I said before, just grab my bedroll, head back for the night, and if I've got to be somewhere the next day, depending on what time, I can get up and go. And if I've got all day, then I can stay. Part of the reason why I want to do the shelter here, though, is this particular piece of land that I'm fortunate enough to have access to was clear cut a few decades ago. So, of course, with the clear cut, depending on how it's managed, it'll come up a little thick in certain places. So that's why I feel like it's kind of fun to, if you're going to thin it anyway, why not build a shelter here and there, just more or less as an experiment. But you're also thinning up the property. So stay tuned, I'll have a few more videos up on this. I'm excited to get camping, winter camping this week. And as always, thank you for watching.